Just because he's the chosen one doesn't mean he always makes the right choices. Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 worst decisions made by Harry Potter. How's your Harry Potter trivia? Is it as sharp as Emily and Rebecca's? See if you can guess more answers to questions all about the boy who lived. Just click the link in the box below. For this list, we're looking at all the times that Harry made an impulsive or irresponsible decision that led to negative consequences. Number 10. Stealing the flying car. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So this was definitely a joint decision made by both Harry and Ron, but you'd think one of these two would have taken a second to question it. In the Chamber of Secrets, Ron and Harry aren't able to get onto platform 9 3/4 because the passage has been blocked. Rather than, we don't know, waiting a couple minutes for Ron's parents to get back, they decide to steal Mr. Weasley's Ford Anglia so they can fly it to school.
The car!
This harebrained scheme has several negative consequences, including Ron's wand breaking, the two boys getting into huge trouble, and of course inciting Mrs. Weasley's rage.
How dare you steal that car! I am absolutely disgusted!
Number 9. Not asking Ginny for advice. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. In the 5th book and movie, Harry starts to become worried that he's being possessed by Lord Voldemort after he witnesses Mr. Weasley being attacked through the eyes of Voldemort's Snake Nagini. Despite the fact that Ginny was actually possessed by Voldemort in Chamber of Secrets, it's pretty surprising that he doesn't go to her to ask how it felt and confirm his suspicions.
Still, the power of the diary began to scare her, and she tried to dispose of it in the girls' bathroom.
Instead, he pushes away everyone close to him and tries to handle it on his own, which does not go well. Ginny is a force to be reckoned with, and Harry shouldn't have underestimated how helpful she could be. Number 8. Trying to save everyone in the second task. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. During the second task of the Triwizard Tournament in Goblet of Fire, Harry has to figure out a way to survive underwater while he rescues Ron from the merpeople of the Great Lake. While he's down there though, he sees Cho, Hermione, and Fleur's little sister Gabrielle, and decides that it's up to him to save them all.
But she's my friend Taboo!
Only one!
He probably should have known that Dumbledore wouldn't just let students perish underwater, and that the mermaid song didn't have to be taken so seriously. Luckily, the consequences for this one weren't so bad, because he got points for his moral fiber.
Moral fibre? Blimey, even when you go wrong, it turns out right.
Yeah, well done, moral fibre.
Number 7. Not wanting to talk about Cedric with Cho. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix.
It's just learning all this. Makes me wonder whether if he'd known it.
When Harry and Cho start dating in the Order of the Phoenix, Harry has a shockingly bad attitude about communicating on pretty important issues. Cho was dating Cedric when he was killed by Voldemort one book earlier, and Harry was the one who witnessed it. Understandably, Cho is still emotional about her boyfriend being killed just months earlier, but Harry is totally unsympathetic and tries to shut the conversation down. We get it, he's only 15, but this is seriously insensitive. Luckily, Hermione is there to school the boys on their limited emotional range.
If one person couldn't feel all that, it'd explode.
Just because you've got the emotional range of a teaspoon.
Number 6. Lying to Griphook. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2.
We're relying on you, Griphook. If you get us past the guards and into the vault, the sword's yours.
Harry prides himself throughout the series on being morally upstanding, never inflicting harm when he can avoid it, and generally maintaining his moral standard. As the story comes to a close though, we're shown just how far Harry is willing to go to defeat Voldemort. The trio need the goblin Griphook's help to get a Horcrux, but as payment, he asks for the Sword of Gryffindor, which he believes is his right because it is goblin-made.
That is my price.
Harry lies and agrees, even though he has no intention of giving it to him until the final battle is fought.
How are we supposed to destroy it now you're giving the sword to Griphook?
I'm still working on that part.
Because of the tensions between goblins and wizards, this move is pretty problematic. Number 5. Sectumsempra. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince.
Have you ever heard of this spell? Sectumsempra.
No, I haven't.
We're just gonna say it. Hermione is always right. In the 6th installment of Harry's story, he comes into the possession of a potions textbook that used to belong to someone who called themselves the Half-Blood Prince. Harry then practices spells he finds in margin notes, despite Hermione's warnings that it might be dangerous. When he comes into a conflict with Malfoy, he uses the Sectumsempra curse on him despite not actually knowing what it does. This is a really foolish mistake that shows just how little deliberation Harry was putting into his decisions. Number 4. Saying Voldemort despite knowing about the taboo. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. When Ron returns to join Harry and Hermione in Deathly Hallows, he tells them that a taboo has been put on speaking the name Voldemort. When anyone utters the name, it alerts the Death Eaters to their location. Harry forgets this, however, and says Voldemort, leading to the trio being captured and brought to Malfoy Manor. If it wasn't for this error, Dobby would never have lost his life saving his friends.
Dobby is a free elf, and Dobby has come to save Harry Potter and his friends.
Sadly, this isn't the only time that one of Harry's mistakes gets someone killed. Number 3. Not taking his Occlumency lessons seriously. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. In Order of the Phoenix, Dumbledore organizes for Harry to take Occlumency lessons with Professor Snape, in order for him to learn to shield his mind from Lord Voldemort.
In these lessons, I will attempt to penetrate your mind. You will attempt to resist.
Harry, of course, hates the idea of accepting help from Snape, and seems to be actively working to not learn anything during their sessions together.
We've been at it for hours. If I could just rest.
Because Harry keeps letting Voldemort into his mind, the Dark Lord is able to manipulate him by showing him things that aren't actually happening, which will lead us to another entry on our list today. Number 2. Not letting Sirius and Lupin kill Pettigrew. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. At the end of Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry is trying to be noble when he chooses to spare Wormtail from being killed by Sirius and Lupin.
You should have realized, Peter, that if Voldemort didn't kill you, then we would. Together. No!
Because of his act of compassion, Pettigrew escapes, which makes it impossible for Sirius to clear his name, forcing him to go into hiding. Pettigrew ultimately makes his way to Voldemort, and is essential in helping him rise to power again, meaning if Harry had just let him be killed, the entire Second Wizarding War could have been avoided, and countless lives could have been saved. Number 1. Going to the Ministry of Magic. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix.
He should be here.
Because Harry doesn't take his Occlumency lessons seriously in Order of the Phoenix, Voldemort has access to his mind, and can trick him into thinking events are occurring when they are actually total fabrications. This is what he does when he shows Harry a vision of Sirius being tortured at the Ministry of Magic, as Voldemort knows that Harry will feel the need to rush to his godfather's aid.
What if Voldemort meant for you to see this? What if he's only hurting Sirius because he's trying to get to you?
What if he is?
It is, of course, just a trap, which Harry walks right into. This means Sirius has to come save him, and tragically dies during the ensuing battle. Well, that's our list. Do you want more Harry Potter trivia? Head over to Junior Mojo to check out their Harry Potter game show. Just click the link in the box below. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Ms. Mojo and subscribe for new videos every day.